Hey fans, welcome to Primo Reef Acrylics. We have another update from one of our other clients, customers, friend. His channel is Reef's TK, so I'll put a link on that right above now. So in his tank, well, let me show you his tank first of all. I don't know if you remember the full-blown reef that was in this corner here. It was about 120-25 gallon aquarium. It was full-blown, everything was working great, but we decided to do a lot of renovations. If you don't know who I'm really talking about now, it was the same customer we built that Frag Tank for. And the Frag Tank is actually doing wonders right now. There's a lot of system, a lot of SPS corals that he has, a lot of fragging that he's been going through, so it's an amazing looking Frag Tank. So anyways, we're going to start this renovation directly from the beginning, do everything from point A to point B the way you're supposed to do it. I know I get upset looking at this tank all the time, man. It was a perfectly working tank, and I don't know, Reef's TK, I don't know, man. Something else, buddy. But anyways, here we go, back to the rocks again. Couple little things you need while aquascaping rocks, whether it be live rock, ceramic rocks, dry rocks. We have here two types of rocks. We have A, the dry rocks, and then the B, we have Tonga rocks. Tongas are the shelf rocks that we have here. Those are obviously just for shelving. A couple of things you need is a hammer. A chisel would be nice, so a chisel on that side over there. You need a drill bit, some concrete drill bits, and a drill machine. And let me note to you guys will go through a lot of drill bits, so don't bother buying anything expensive or anything extraordinary. I would say check on your Craigslist or Kijiji or anywhere locally you can find used parts. Buy a used cheap drill bit and just go through that like nothing, and at least it won't hurt you when you damage these bits, because every half inch of rock you will damage the bit, and that's it. That drill bit is garbage. A little one-on-one on working with aquascaping. No matter what type of rock you have, the one most important thing is to find your base. So depending on what type of aquascaping you're going to do, some people like to have a minimal bare bottom where you have no detritus buildup in the beginning. Okay, that's by putting one point on the floor and then working around them. Now that's a little bit more harder to do. I would leave it up to somebody who has been working with Aquascape for a long time. Or the second method is actually finding your base rock. So you want to find the point where your rock will sit onto the sand bed or the tank or egg crates, however you want to point it, and make sure that it doesn't move as much. So if you can see here, this rock with one finger it's moving. You should not be able to do that. This rock here, let's take that for example. Let's flip that a couple times to find the best point. There, you see that? That's not moving as much as all. So whether it be small rock here, that's a much better base rock to work with. I'll show you an example with this one again. As you can see, this wobbles. Okay? Find your main point where it doesn't wobble much. So as you can see, even though this is standing vertically up, it's actually much better. It's not shifting at all. So now you have two base rocks that you can work with here. And you want to build around this. Every rock that you have, no matter which one you get, you can always interlock them with each other. All you got to do is find the right spot. So working with it here, you just made a little clip. So guys, yeah, so you want to interlock every rock as best to possible. So if you look at this complete island that we have here, it's held on with one rock at the bottom, second one midway, and then we have a Tonga coming out, and that's actually held on by maybe a 1 inch by 1 inch piece that's kind of has a built-in groove into the rock. And remember, we still haven't glued these rocks yet, so the way it's starting, the way it's holding up right now, you can only imagine that once you have the cement or the epoxy glued in, these rocks will never come off. So those little fishes that you have, like gobies, that like to dig underneath the sand and try to shift everything around, cannot destroy this and cannot be killed. For this big section that we have here, we have a big 12 by 13 inch rock. We have a much bigger 13 by 14 inch rock here. These are pretty heavy rocks and pretty big rocks. The way we have this one mounted on is the base rock we found to be the best. We went a little bit bigger, but the base rock is actually held on by 3 points at the bottom. So in the middle section you see a little cave and fishes can go in and out, but 3 main points that are holding up this entire structure. We use a 1/2 inch acrylic rod to position in the first base, drilled into the Tonga rock, which is there, and then we have the other method, which we place one more rock to counterbalance everything, and then the bigger Tonga rock is held on. Actually, yeah, it's held on by interlocking grooves from the bottom plate, and there's no acrylic rods or nothing holding that up in place. So even that being said, even if I press down on it, it's still not going to shift. Now this tank is only 24 inches high, so we're not going to be too worried about going too high because we want more corals going out. And if you guys seen that the previous shot that I just had right now of the frag tank, those corals are doing fantastic. So that's it for now. If you guys have any questions, post them below. Check out my Facebook channel or follow me on Instagram for more pictures of all the builds that I do, and stay tuned for the next update of removing everything and putting it to the tank and setting everything up. Thank you for watching Primo Reef Acrylics, and have a great day, guys.